And we're live. Okay, so doing a little bit of market recap here. I'm wearing my day scrubs because have a day job. I have a day job. Let's get these monitors in. Make sure we're going. Let's put some music on. So it's a quick little recap here. Quick little recap. Recap and/or what the market's doing live right now. So this is the hour chart. Get my ears in. Not really that crucial. Just want to make sure that music in the background is good volume. So this morning I missed my alarm and missed out on a winning trade. It would have been winning. We're still winning, but it would have been extra winning. Missed out on $400. Actual $400 missed out on. Gone. Not gone forever, but gone. That's a bummer. Bummer, dude. Bummer. Okay, so we are in the markets here. It is 10:08 Pacific Standard Time. Looks like my lines are kind of staying true here. It is using this line of bull flag line as resistance. Kind of came up to it. Now it's coming up to it again. If it breaks it, then we're looking to come up to this point here, or there's another resistance here. Big red day. The second hour of the day. First hour was green. Then big pullback. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that right there. I think I called it out, but I didn't put a line. Right at that pullback area there. That's also another indication. Now, if it would have gone below that, that's like, okay, it just broke support. So that's really to the downside momentum, but we're kind of turning. Looks like a turning over here. But it could just be a deeper pullback before a bigger push. I think one thing that could push it is if that big beautiful bill or whatever passes, probably push it. There's a lot of tax cuts in there. A lot of corporate cuts in there. Make a lot of people happy. Who knows? And then what else we got here? That's an hour. Let's go down to the minute. So market opened up over here. We missed out on our trade. Boo-hoo. Live to trade another day. At least I didn't. The trade would have just got me into profit. If I would have been late to getting into the trade, it would have. It could have turned into a loser or a short, small winner day. I trade the second chart. Here's a trade I missed out on this morning because I was snoozing because I was too excited for the Apex affiliate promo code. Tim. The biggest discounts available. It's still, as of time of recording this, it's still not actually active. I'm just kind of putting it up there now because once it is active, by the time someone sees this, then potentially you could use it. Anywho's. So normally my first patient client of the day canceled. So I'm like, I got some time. Maybe we'll do a little recap online. Here we go. Missed out on this trade. Market opened up 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. Went up, came down, printed this line here, indicator line here, and here. But then also printed another indication line here of a bear flag. This is a multiple confirmation because you have a bear flag and why did I get it? Bear flag, and where's my line of this is annoying. Anyways, then we got support right here that it broke, signal in, but it just took the take profit 10 points. I mean, just hit it. So it was a little sketch. Just took it. Because potentially, if I would have gotten in late, sometimes it gets me in late. Maybe even down here. Right? And I missed my take profit. Look at that. I would have missed the take profit. So that's why when I'm trading this, I have to look, okay, is the indicator still in? Indicator still in, which I haven't been doing on previous trades. So I need to, this could have been a lesson learned where I could have either lost money, pulling back, or just a small winner day. Because it didn't continue. There wasn't much wiggle room here. So it's still a learning experience. The trades you don't take, you can still learn from. Sometimes it's better. This last month, there were two days that I did not trade, and those days ended up being loser days. So sometimes these no trade days work in your favor. So today, even though it had the potential to be a winner day, if I was actually in the trade, it could have been a loser trade. So never know. God only knows. So we live, we learn. We live to trade another day. Stay positive. A lot of psychological aspects to trading people don't talk about. Big time sight game, people. So you got to keep your head strong here. Big time sight game. So what's really helped me with my psychological stability when trading, not being emotionally wrapped up in these trades and second guessing myself, and is using an indicator to get your signals from, right? So I'll probably be making courses or tutorials on how I find a strategy and then back test it manually, and then if it looks promising with just a short little manual back test and I feel good about it, then I'll have it programmed into an indicator / strategy so that Tradingview can back test it even further, and I can have some real data. Okay, this is something worth pursuing. That's how I came across this strategy. Is found an indicator on Tradingview, free. Liked it, liked the potential. Found that on the 1 second time frame, it was hitting pretty good, but for whatever reason, Tradingview does not let you manually back test the 1 second time frame for more than a day or two. So I was following it manually for a week or two. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I figured I had to turn this strategy into turn the indicator into a strategy, and or modify it and tweak it with some of the specifications that I like. And I did that. So keep following me, and for further videos we'll go over how you can do that also with either this strategy, or you find your own strategy that suits your preferences. Maybe you don't like to trade the open, maybe you're not a morning person, maybe you're a night person, maybe you work in the morning, don't work at night. The futures market's open like 23 hours a day, 23 and a half hours a day or something like that. I think it's only closed for like 30 minutes a day, plus closed on the weekends. It is open on Sunday afternoon, so you can just trade the one day Sunday afternoon if you are super slammed during the week. But you have to find a pattern and a strategy that works for Sunday, because Sunday has different volatility, has different volume, has different characteristics that other days of the week don't have. So you have to know those days of the week. With this strategy here, probably the next filter I'm going to add into it is the ability to filter out which days the strategy trades. So if you can find that, like, if you just don't trade on Wednesdays, or you don't trade on Mondays, or don't trade on Tuesdays, the strategy win rate goes up. And so you can trade with more confidence. You can take bigger positions. Or just not have as much drawdown. Not be psychologically moved by a pullback day. Finding things like that. So these patterns, pattern day trading, are real. They do exist. Each ticker, NASDAQ, S&P, the YM, which is a Russell 2000, gold futures, corn, all these different futures, they have their own personality. Different news affects them differently. They move at a different rate. Their tick value is different. NASDAQ is 4 ticks to a point. Each point is $20 per contract. There's the Micro E Mini, which is 1/10 the value of the mini contracts. I don't know why they call them mini, because if you're trading a full contract, I think it's like $16,000 or $17,000 for one contract, for like if you're on like TD Ameritrade or something like that. If you're using Tradovate, these other Ninja Trader, Osprey, or these other brokers, they give you pretty good leverage where you can, for only like $1,000 or $2,000, you can trade your own account and trade a full contract. Now the market can move pretty quick and take that profit from you pretty quick, so you have to be careful. That's why I like the prop firms. Going back to Apex, Apex gives you even more leverage than Tradovate would give you, because you can get, potentially, if you're a competent trader, you can get into an account for like $200. You have a quote-unquote 50K account to manage, which is $2,500 of drawdown to manage. You just need $3,000 profit to pass the evaluation, and another $2,600 profit in order to be able to pull out your first payment of $500. And then after that, for the next 4 or 5 payments, you can take out $500 every 8 days of successful trading over $50 a day profit. And then after that 5th or 6th pullout, you can take the full amount that's in your account if you want, or leave it as a buffer. You can start stacking accounts. At one point, they were letting traders go up to 20 accounts. I don't know if they're still doing that or not. At one point, I tried to get a bunch of accounts recently, and they denied me to get multiple accounts. So maybe because I didn't have an account active, they want at least one account active. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, ideally, if I can start stacking these accounts, start trading with even more leverage, more reward, And it's a win-win. Apex eventually moves you into a live account. It's not a sim funded live account, but a live account. And they get 90%, or we get 90%, they get 10%. So it's a win-win. They know we're good traders, and go from there. You can also start taking those profits and moving it into a private account. And then if you want to just trade those profits in a private account, then you don't have to follow their rules. You don't have to follow their payout structures. You can just start pulling out those profits. So potentially with this $500 payout I had, I could take that 500, put it into my live account, and start trading that. The thing is that's real money, and if you lose that, you draw down on that. That's real money lost. It's not someone else's money. You're taking all the risk, even though the money was gained through low risk method. So that is a strategy to use. So if you look at it in the big picture, okay, this money is actually money that I gained through Apex, but I'm going to trade it on my own. But there's different ways of doing it. Best way to start out, until you're proficient, 100% confident, go to a prop firm like Apex, use a promotion code TIM, get your discount, pass the evaluation, get some payouts, get comfortable, get your strategy down, go from there. It's the starting point, people. Starting point is to know how to look at these charts too. So find an indicator you like, back test it, follow my channel on how to turn those indicators into strategies. Go from there. Let's make some money, people. All right. So I need to get going now. So I'll be, the Lord willing, my wife is pregnant. Due date was yesterday, so it could happen tomorrow, tonight. So Lord willing, I will be here tomorrow morning. If I'm not, I'll still be happy because I'll have a new daughter. So tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Mountain Time. Find out what time it is. I have the time here on the screen. That is Pacific Standard Time. And go from there. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow morning, hopefully.